In this video, you will understand how to win at roulette, and thanks to this roulette strategy, my account moved from $745 to over $5,000. Now, I suggest you see the entire video in order to apply these roulette tricks in the best possible way. Good course. Okay, so to be clear, I want to tell you that there is no strategy to win 100% safe roulette. But with this system, we have achieved excellent results. Moreover, don't invest your money and time in another online casino because many times you can be blocked and they don't pay you. This is what happened to me in the past and I don't want it to happen to you. Therefore, make sure you go to the site in the video description where you will find the best casino sites for this roulette strategy from your country. Well, let's get started. In this point below, you will see the budget that you have inserted. These are very useful options. For example, with this, you can change the camera. I set this one with blue color because I preferred it and I like it more. But these are less important roulette tips. The most important are the options. So you have to click on game setting and on fast play. Otherwise, you will lose time playing. Okay, so how does this roulette strategy work? For example, take the chips from one. This is my old section, previous chronology based on the colors that come out. You will decide which one to start with, red or black. This is different from martingale, but this strategy works over the long term, and now you will understand it in detail. So, click on spin, and if you have won, you will only bet again, clicking on rebet and spin. I waste twice, now thrice, and I win. Now, what does this mean? It means that now our budget has reached $746. So I gained $1 only with 3 spins. Now I could lose 3 or 1 spins or 1 or 3 spins. These are the options. In this case, I won 1 spin and now I continue in the same way. So I put a chip on the black and I click on spin. Practically, you play with goals in series. In this case, my goal is to reach $747 with my 3 spins, considering that I had 746 ones. Therefore, I made my first spin and came out red. So, I bet a second time with rebet and spin, and I win. A third time, and I win again. I achieved my goal of $747. So I continue in this exact way. For an example, I continue on red. This is not very important because you can decide based on the colors that get out, but I suggest alternating red and black. The secret of this roulette strategy is to think of it as trading. You will gradually understand it during the video, and for this reason, I suggest you to entirely watch it to perfection and really understand how this roulette betting strategy works at this best in every single situation. Therefore, I click on clear bet to make it all clear, and now my aim is winning another spin to achieve $748. So for an example, I put another chip on red and click on spin. The first series, then rebet and spin. Second series, rebet and spin. Third series, I gained $3. Therefore, I achieved my aim of $748 and I also passed it, achieving $750. So, now my next 3-spin goal will be to achieve $751. Now let's move on. Before I had to bet on 3 red, so now I will bet on black for an example. Spin. I win the first. I lose the second. I win the third. And the result is $751. Goal reached. Now let's move on. Now it will surely happen in a short time that I will lose and will explain to you what to do. In this case, it comes out red and my goal now is $752. So I click on rebet and spin and I win. Rebet and spin. And on this one, I lose. Therefore, having lost, I move on to the second series of 3 spins. Let's call it that. At this point, I want to redouble. So, double and spin, the first series, and I immediately win this doubling. I click on clear bets. Now, I achieved my goal, having $752. And so, I block my spin series and I start over with 1. For example, 1, 2, 3. I win. And now, clean the roulette table. Obviously, you don't have to do this passage each time. I do it only to explain better to you this roulette system. Anyway, we gained $754. Now let's continue. The goal now is to achieve $755 with 3 series. Rebet and spin, the second one, and the third one. Clear bets. And now I gained $756. Spin. Oops, I've clicked on spin, but I make a mistake because it is useless and it doesn't change anything. So I put the chip on the red, remembering that my goal is to achieve $757. First series, second series, third series, and now I have achieved $757. So I'll restart again. First series, the second one, the third one. The goal was to achieve $758. In this case, I lost. So I click on double and spin, remembering that the goal is $758. Now it is out immediately, and then we start again. Clearly, this is the best way to play roulette, but you have to be patient to see the whole strategy. Obviously, the case in which you should bet more will happen, and for this reason, I have a high enough budget in order to provide excellent security coverage. So, let's continue. Spin. 1, 2, and 3. And the goal is achieved. I won all 3 times. My new goal is to achieve $762. 1. Oops. 1, 2, 3. And now I lost. So I redouble it. Now I recommend that now the one on which I bet didn't come out. I am on the second series. The second betting and my goal is always $762. So now I click on rebet and spin without redouble immediately. But I will finish my series, otherwise this roulette betting strategy doesn't work. The goal is $762. Rebet and spin. Rebet and spin. And the third series is ended. Now I don't achieve already my goal, but it is always $762. Therefore, I continue betting 2. I redouble again to 4. And spin 1. I clean the roulette table. I have always $760, and at this point, it is brilliant. Look what happens. Now I play with 4 pieces, and the third series is ended. But since I only needed 2 to achieve $762, I'm back to insert 2 chips. So now I click on spin, and I lost. And in this case, I need 4 chips to achieve $762. And for this reason, I redouble immediately because I was already in the third series. Spin, nothing. Rebet and spin, nothing. So as you can see, my budget is going down because I am back almost at the beginning, but I am still in the game, and it is like an investment strategy. At this point, I redouble again, and I am in the 4th series. My goal is always $762. You win. So I am back to 4. Spin. And look, I achieved my $762 goal. We quickly continue. First series, second series, third series, and I lost. I redoubled. First series, the second one, the third one. I cleaned the roulette table and I achieved my goal. Now I bet on red. The goal is $764. So 1, 2, 3, and I am down. Therefore, I redouble. Spin. 1, 2, 3. The goal is $764 and nothing. I am down again. So I decide to redouble 1 series and I achieve $760. I always bet 4. Spin. 1, 2, I need always 4, and in this case, I don't need to redouble because for remaining in the series is enough 4. Therefore, 4 chips and I win. Now I have achieved my $764 goal, but if it hadn't come out, I would have to redouble as if I were in the 4th series. I've always wondered how to play roulette and win all the time. Now in the beginning, this roulette strategy seems to be quite slow. As you go on and on, you will see the winning, it will come faster and faster. Now I'll remind you to use this roulette system only on the website where it works over the long term, and you have to be sure that the roulette isn't in any way rigged. Now below this video, you can find a website that I have used and also for this video, and if you want to let me know in the comments section, what do you think about this roulette strategy and does it work well for you? Guys, I have already reached $800 and it's not bad, but I would like to set a timer to see how long I have to invest to produce money, just for my curiosity. So let's see how much you can win in 30 minutes. Now I want to take this opportunity to tell you about another important thing. Now you can find on the website a scheme, both simple and complex, to understand how to play at roulette. So make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you share the video, and leave me a comment and tell me if you consider this method the best roulette strategy ever. The timer is expired. So let's see. Okay, at this point, I would set a stopwatch to move on and to play a little bit more. Now another small thing, guys, if you watch the entire video, you will see that I gained $5,000, leaving another $750 to restart strategy. Now this is because obviously the further you go on and on, the more the method will work better. In fact, you will have the edge over the limit imposed by roulette by winning and increasing the security budget. I have to finish this series because I'm a little tired and I have to take a little break. I'll see you later. After the break, I started to play, and meanwhile, the video slightly speeded up. Now, I take the opportunity to explain one of the most important rules of this roulette strategy to win. A long time ago, you could insert almost all of the budget you wanted, and this clearly was a great advantage because you could easily use the classic doubling strategy too. So if you had an infinite budget, you could pretty much win. Instead, now there are limits, but this gambling table has a great limit because it's $1,000. Now in our strategy, I start with a dollar chip, having a budget of $750 to have good security. Now, we can be sure that even if we start a series with a double chip, because we have one more than double. Now in this way, it is like an investment in the money you have won. Therefore, one of the roulette tricks is to take some, like I did today, and try to increase your budget as much as possible. Now maybe you spent the whole day playing, but at least you won some money, right? Clearly, the further you go on and more, the more you feel secure. In this way, you can play roulette online and win, becoming more and more simple. Now, look at this budget. Although the video is very fast in this part, I'm gaining a lot in a much faster way. In fact, I exceeded $2,250 and I can now already start betting 3 chips, and I guarantee you that in this way you will really see a significant increase in gains. Instead, guys, this phase of the game is fantastic because I was starting to gain a lot of money and I have a very high budget of $3,500. So I have started to play always with 5, and despite using this roulette strategy for a long time, it doesn't always happen to pass $3,000 because often I'm tired and I don't want to risk it, but I have to stay focused. Now, one of the roulette secrets, in fact, is perseverance and mental lucidity. Now, I recommend that if you're very tired, don't continue because you risk losing everything. With mistakes, the strategy doesn't work. However, we are almost at the end of the video and you have to watch it in its entirety because later I will reveal other important roulette tips. Good continuation. Finally, we are at the end of this video. Now I'm really tired and I have to stop. But this day is ending in an epic way, right? Like, what better way to really explain to you this strategy by making a video? So clearly I'm playing with 10 to end this series quickly because at this point I am tired and my budget has become enormous. Do you understand what I want to gain? I guess, right? 1 2, 3, and nothing. This confirms that I have to stop. 1, 2, 3. Now this strategy confirms to be always the best way to win at roulette. Finally, I achieved $5,750. Do you remember? I started with only $745, and I'm playing for more than 5 hours, plus those of the first. Wow, oh my God. I am playing for more than 7 hours. I played a lot. Now I really have tired eyes and I have to stop, even if I would like to continue, but that's okay. Now I click on home. I use this roulette and this is the budget I had before. Now I update the page and this right here is my final balance. Now I must say, what a pleasure it is. Now before saying goodbye, I would like to point out that I try to play as much as possible because the further you go on and the more you go on, the roulette strategy works better. Above all, if I left the gambling table, I wouldn't have been in position to gain more than $1,000, and therefore I wouldn't have given up gaining money faster. Now the last thing, I want to tell you that I have been using the most successful roulette strategy for years, and I guarantee you that there isn't a strategy that will make you win 100% of the time. For this reason, minimizing the losses and maximizing the winnings is important. Now, let me know if you also consider this the best roulette strategy you have ever seen. But more importantly, you don't have to become addicted to gambling and lay it all like most players, guys. You don't have to do that. But you only have to try it out just for fun and just to go out there and really experience things. Now make sure you give this a thumbs up. If you like it, make sure you share it. And with that being said, I will see you soon. Goodbye.